Later this week, a judge is expected to decide whether FoxNews.com reporter Jana Winter will be called to testify and potentially go to jail for refusing to reveal her source for an exclusive story in the aftermath of last summer's movie theater massacre in Colorado. Let's talk about it with Dan Shore, a former prosecutor and associate managing director at Kroll. Esther Panitch is a criminal defense attorney. There is, Esther, a shield law in Colorado, as you know, that protects reporters from revealing their sources. But one of the means by which that shield can be dropped is if the information that is desired by the complaining side outweighs somehow the public's interest in knowing the information. How can the argument be made that this information, namely the source, the identity of the source, is so critical to Holmes' defense team?
Well, I suppose they would say that the breach of this gag order has led to an inability to get a fair trial of James Holmes. I would disagree with that analysis because, first of all, this was an incredibly highly publicized case. The fact itself that he had mowed down 12 people in a movie theater certainly outweighs the fact that he sent a notebook to a psychiatrist. So I'm not sure that the need that her source needs to be revealed for that bit of information. And frankly, I think that information actually helps the defense. It shows that he has a history of some type of mental health treatment. So I'm not sure why the defense is going after this particular reporter for this particular leak when there's been so much more prejudicial information that came out just in the nature of the immediate reporting prior to any gag order being issued by the court.
Esther, I suppose there are people sitting there saying, okay, you're a bunch of journalists and lawyers talking about protecting a journalist here. But in your view, what does the public have to lose if Jana were forced to reveal her source?
It's not so much in this particular case what would happen, it's the precedent that it sets for anybody who has to report something that they see that is improper, and the only way they can do it sometimes is through a reporter. If they believe, just hypothetically, that the police are corrupt or that there's a corrupt politician, they may not be able to go to, if they're going to report on the police, are they going to go to the police to report them? No. Sometimes the only route is through journalists. And that, their duty is to provide information to the public so the public can be helped. So if you take that away from a journalist, her ability to protect her source, you are going to get a lot fewer people coming forward to report problems that really should be addressed by journalists.
And we're going to continue to follow her case as she appears before the judge this week. Thanks very much. Esther Panitch, Dan Shore. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.